Welcome to the Formula One show by Divan Erasmus. My name is Divan, and today I'm going to talk about the last Grand Prix, which was the Bahrain Grand Prix. I apologize, I did not leave any video for the Chinese Grand Prix. As expected, Mercedes won the Chinese Grand Prix without any problem whatsoever. There was nothing that Ferrari could ever hope of doing to have stopped the likes of Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. So let's talk about Formula One Bahrain. Formula One Bahrain, I believe that Mercedes is really playing a game where they are trying to pretend that Ferrari is catching up. I'm not saying that Ferrari is not catching up. What I'm saying is that Mercedes is making it seem as if their car isn't as powerful as it was in Australia, and as we clearly saw it in Australia, it was extremely powerful. How can it be 30 seconds ahead of Ferrari? And then coming into the fourth race, which is Bahrain, and now all of a sudden now Mercedes and Ferrari are almost equal. I cannot understand it. It's definitely some hocus pocus moves going on. Mercedes, I think for some reason, want us to believe that they are not as powerful as they seem, and we all know that they are definitely more powerful. So I truly believe that Mercedes is making us all, misleading us, believing that they are not as powerful, that Ferrari can catch up. And the only reason why Kimi Raikkonen came past Rosberg is because of that braking issue. And let's face it, even that braking issue, I promise you, the fact that it happened at the last few corners, even that was planned. I think Mercedes have planned that just to make the race more interesting. They didn't expect to lose a position there, but they were hoping that hopefully that it would make the race seem more interesting. And I'm honestly believing for some reason that Mercedes is finding it increasingly necessary to make the whole world believe that they are not as strong as they clearly are, as Australia already proved. So what would I like to say? Well, about the last race, I think Vettel was pushing too hard, and because he was pushing too hard, his car and his tires did not perform the way it should have performed. Definitely, he proved that he was not a professional driver at that day. He damaged his own car, he cost himself many points. I believe he ended up being 5th or 6th, which means that he is the only one to blame for his own mistakes. So Kimi Raikkonen, as smart as Kimi is, which I think it's clear that he's not as much of a thinker when it comes to racing, he's more a doer. Someone tells him to do something, he tries his best to accomplish that. So Ferrari have told him to stay on a specific tire, and they did it. And guess what? Kimi was very strong, and I don't even think Ferrari expected him to be strong. I wouldn't even be surprised if they actually wanted him not to be as good as he was. And with regards to Kimi Raikkonen not having a contract for 2016 season, Maurizio Arbiviane, which is the actual boss of Ferrari at the moment, he is saying that Kimi Raikkonen needs to prove himself, and he doesn't want the driver to fall asleep behind the wheel. So what can I say with that? With regards to that, I would say that Arbiviane is not being straight. Because let's face it, no one is treated as kids in Formula One. If you want to give someone a contract and you're serious about giving them a drive, then you give them a contract. You just give them a contract. But if you have someone already lined up that you are waiting for, or that might sign a contract, or probably have already signed a contract, then you would have excuses why you cannot sign a new guy. So Maurizio Arbiviane, you are not fooling me. I truly believe that you already have someone else that you want to replace Kimi with. I feel sorry for Kimi, but it is what it is. Kimi Raikkonen is not the best driver at the moment when it comes to the way he was in the past. He is no longer that motivated person he was in the past. He won his first world championship with Ferrari, and guess what? He doesn't seem like he wants to win another one anytime soon. For some reason, I don't know. That is his own motivation. That's his own mindset. So no one can change that. So with regards to Rosberg, I believe Rosberg had the opportunity to build a gap to avoid the whole issue of him being caught up by Kimi if he just focused on putting his foot down and catching his teammate. His teammate was consistently better than him. This could be another 1-2 driver thing. The team's number 1 driver is Lewis and the team's number 2 driver is Nico Rosberg. I think in the beginning it was very clear that Nico Rosberg was taking a step back. For some reason, people are forcing Rosberg to behave in the manner of which he caused Lewis Hamilton to lose his cool in the 2014 season. Guess what? Yes, he is acting very well. He is making people believe he wants to be up there with Lewis, but guess what? He's not. So I think actions speak louder than words. Rosberg is unable to do what needs to be done because, in fact, I believe he's number 2 driver. His car is not up to the standard of Lewis Hamilton. There might be more to that. The fact of the matter is Nico Rosberg cannot hope to catch Lewis Hamilton in this world championship for some reason. So I've covered that. Nico Rosberg, his performance showed that Mercedes is faster than Ferrari. That is what he proved with passing Ferrari. He only proved that on the same tire as the Ferraris, the Mercedes is definitely the faster car. On the same tire, on the same day, Mercedes will beat Ferrari. Unfortunately, and should I say fortunately for Kimi, Rosberg had a failure at the end, which I think is orchestrated. I think that is, was meant to be that way. And I just can't help but say, you know what, Mercedes, as long as you win, don't worry about what people say. Just race. If you have the best car, you know what? Who can blame Mercedes for having the best car? They've built that car from scratch. No one has helped them build that car. So yes, Mercedes, the constructor, needs to take full and utter, prize and award and praise for having the best car that you can imagine on the Formula 1, calendar and racing at this point in time. So what do I want to say? Just quickly want to say this before I end this episode, and I know I'm not making too much, strong points today. Maybe I am making a lot of strong points. I just want to thank you so much for watching. I would also be making sure that I give my comments and feedback as much as I can. I really appreciate if you can give your comment and feedback in the comment box below. Give me a like if you like it. If you don't like it, give me a dislike. I really would appreciate to hear and to see what you say and read what you say in the comments. And please leave me a subscribe. So yeah, now just to end this off, Lewis Hamilton is by far the most motivated driver out there. I think Lewis Hamilton knows he has the best car. Do I think Lewis Hamilton will stay with Mercedes? I think it's more a case of whether or not Lewis Hamilton will get the prize, get the price and get paid the amount he wants to get paid. So for some reason, the contract that he was supposed to have already sealed and confirmed with Mercedes is no longer a sealed and confirmed deal with Mercedes. So that leads me to believe that the rumors are true, that the fact that Ferrari approached Lewis, which has happened in the past, I think that is actually true, that Lewis Hamilton might be thinking of going to Ferrari and being Vettel's teammate. So what I would like to say is, I wish them all the best of luck, and I would really like to I'm very interested to see if Lewis Hamilton is in fact going to join Ferrari. One thing in Formula 1 is you never know until you know. So It's all speculation, it's all, you know, gossip. But at the end of the day, it does seem that the fact that Maurizio Arbiviane doesn't want to sign a new contract with Kimi for a reason, and the only reason I can think of is that Lewis Hamilton hasn't signed and confirmed and concluded his contract with Mercedes, because he is changing his mind, probably linking and thinking about going to Ferrari. So that is what I think is happening there. That's my quick thoughts. I'm gonna end the video shortly after I mention you this, and that is that McLaren is going to boost their car in the next race in Barcelona. They are saying that they would have a much stronger car, and I'm really interested to see what McLaren's car can do in the next race. I'm not expecting them to get 4th position, I'm not expecting them to get 5th. I'm just very interested to see how much of an improvement McLaren will have in the next race, and I'm really interested to see what's going to happen. So I'll definitely make sure I upload more videos and comments of me giving comments on these races, and I hope I will see you and, you know, get to, you know, read your comments in the comment section below. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe. Thank you. Ciao for now.